Getafe 0, Real Madrid 1. And we caught life at the end of that game. If it wasn't for Courtois in the dying embers of that game, we would be kissing a goodbye to top place before we face Barcelona in El Clasico. But apart from that, I have a lot to address about this game. A lot. So stick with me on this one, because honestly, the game itself was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. We looked clueless out there at times, especially in the first half. Can you believe what a shocking first half we had? People say, oh, Getafe play this ball and they play haram ball and they just shut up shop for the whole game. Doesn't matter, you still need to break them down. And we had no creativity, zero, until Arda Güler comes on. He threads the pass through directly to Mbappé and he scores. That's how simple it is. At times, people, when you have someone with a bit more creativity in their mind, rather than just having runners out there for the sake of it on the pitch. The starting 11 by Xabi Alonso, I've got to say it, criminal. To even have Arda Güler out of the team when you need him most in this kind of game. You know the Getafe are going to put 10 men behind the ball. You know they are. So why are you having Arda Güler out of the equation completely? Why are you having Jude Bellingham, Rodrigo, who, I'm going to say this right now, he was poor. Until he actually moved over to the right-hand side, we actually performed decently when Vinny came on. Jude Bellingham was getting caught in attention all the time, just holding onto the ball too long. Getafe were pouncing and pouncing on every single one of our players. Every single one of them. So we are looking at it in this situation where we're facing teams that have this either low block mentality, and they didn't actually play a low block by the actual phrase of it. In terms of how they were moving on the pitch, they were playing a rather high line, but they were very organized. The midfield were consistently pressing our midfielders. Camavinga was getting pressed. Jude Bellingham was getting pressed. Tchouaméni was getting pressed all the time. All the time. So we're looking at this in terms of playing teams like this. Osasuna, first game. Very reminiscent of that game. Very reminiscent. And then this game as well. A few games other. A string of games where we're actually struggling to beat teams that deploy this low block. It's factual because we didn't today have the creator on the pitch. Arda Güler from the very start. Who we needed to have him. Who we needed on that pitch. And guess what? Comes on. And the rest is history. It ended up 1-0. Do you know what? At the end of the day, to be honest, today, I didn't really care about the result. I just wanted to get the win. I knew Getafe was going to be tough away. We knew they're going to play this style. But we needed to be on top of Barcelona before we face them at El Clasico. That is the facts. That is facts, people. Because we needed to have that momentum going into that match, especially in La Liga. Then next move on to Juventus, get that win, and then we have a comfortable amount of games building momentum to actually face Barcelona. Because if you look at it on the swing of things, both teams are not performing to their absolute best, are they? They're nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. Today, we failed to get out of first gear. How slow do we need to move the ball? Please tell me, Xabi Alonso. Please tell me, any Real Madrid fan in the comment below. Why are we moving the ball at 1 mile an hour? Just tell me how slow and lethargic and actually horrendously do we need to move the ball at this pace? When Vinny came on, when Arda Güler came on, injection of pace into the passing. Because Vinny's making the runs, he's making the moves, he's making the runs directly at the defense. And guess what? It caused both of their red cards. I know it sounds a little bit shameless here, but it caused them to actually destabilize as a team, leading to the goal, the first red card. First red card. Vinny, I tell you what, hey, if he sells it, he sells it. The second one, the same thing. Selling it. Selling the opportunity for the La Liga ref in this match to say, okay, cool. Red card here. That's how it is, and that's how you sometimes have to move. Sometimes you need to play these tactics to destabilize the team. I don't care. Sometimes you need to do it, and Vinny done it exceptionally well. Exceptionally well. To the point where, do you know what? He came on and he made a big impact. He was running and driving at the defense consistently. But Rodrigo seemed to actually just stop or wait or buy his time before making a pass or trying to score the perfect goal. Not just Rodrigo, but everyone in the team. Why are you trying to score the perfect goal? You have an opportunity outside to shoot. Shoot! Shoot! Valverde, I know he's playing on the right back position, but when he's in the air, he just absolutely lays a shot. Tchouaméni had the same as well. Like, absolutely crazy to me. Crazy. Yeah? And it's ridiculous that we are absolutely moving like this. That we have no absolute, risk-taking moves. Risk-taking moves in the middle of a match to decide your fate in that game. And it didn't happen today. It didn't. We were poor across the entirety of the game. Let's call it as it is. We were poor. We didn't play our absolute best. I know Getafe are a very difficult team to play. We know they're a difficult team to play. We cannot allow them to actually be like that. When they're actually in the moment of the game, when you're actually allowing them to press you consistently because you're moving and passing the ball so extremely slow. So extremely slow. Give it a rest. Move the ball quicker, transition up quicker. When we transition the ball faster with pace, we found ourselves having more opportunities. Not just absolutely just, sideways, backwards. That's what we were doing today for the very first half. Again, the same old situation. And people were saying in the comments, what are you supposed to do against Getafe? What are you supposed to do against Getafe? You're supposed to actually annihilate this type of team. Annihilate them. Show them and turn up against this type of team and give yourself good momentum going to the next two matches against Juventus and Barcelona. Because this is just, we're just playing at walking pace. Okay, we'll just buy our time. We'll just pass the ball around. Like, they have no sense of urgency. Come off it, man. Like, honestly. I'm just a little bit agitated today because this match, I was expecting them to go against Getafe and pass the ball about in a way that really disrupts their rhythm and how they press as a team. Because we know Getafe are pressing a team well. We know that. But they had opportunities to open up their defense. But they're just waiting. And Franco Mastantuono, I'm going to say this now. He had a couple of chances in the box where he had the opportunity to shoot. Doesn't release it. He didn't release it. Why are you not releasing it? What is the problem? I see the match. I see Valverde trying to make darting runs in between. I know what he's trying to do. But then when you see that, and then Carrera's trying to do the same thing, but Carrera's getting lost as well. And it's just very clueless. They don't actually know what they're doing. Like, Valverde's cutting in. He's inverting. Mastantuono's going out. He's coming in. Like, nobody knows what they're doing. In the first half, essentially, they didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know the game plan behind beating Getafe. We didn't know. Clueless. We were clueless today. Hence the title of this video. We were clueless. We didn't know what direction we were going in. And against Barcelona in the next match, we need to have that direction. We need to have it. We can't be just actually in our shells and then waiting for something to happen. Okay, then we have a game plan. No, it doesn't work like that, especially against Barcelona. Because if you try to pass around the back, they're going to catch you in the press from the front end, not the defensive end. Or the midfield end, essentially, where Getafe were pressing us. And pressing us well today. Barcelona are going to catch us to the front end where our defenders have the ball. Alaba went off. Asensio came on. I think Alaba has an injury. This guy, I tell you what, he needs to give up playing football. He just needs to retire. He's done. Thank you for the memories. You're done. Yeah? And your money, I tell you, that weekly wage is going to go handily to another person. Simple as. Yeah? But honestly, just to go back on it, I didn't like today's match. It was just very poor, man. Super poor. One chance, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment. That's Mbappé. He did it. Arda Güler passed it in. Bang. Mbappé. Simple as. That's it. One opportunity to score. And we take the victory going into El Clasico. We're top of the league. It's all we wanted. But the manner and the fashion of which we did it, not the best. Not the best at all. I've got to say it. It just looked pretty poor. Pretty poor. I'm just going to go through player ratings. Courtois, I tell you, end of the match, he saved us, man. End of the match, he saved us. 8 out of 10. Just for one save. You had nothing to do all game. One save, out of the blue, bang. 8 out of 10. Valverde was actually decent today. He's making good runs, tracking back, decent defensive play. I'll give him a 7 out of 10. Alaba, yeah. He had a free kick moment. He went off. Look, I just don't want to stress it enough. He just needs to rest for the rest of the season. I don't want to see him really feature. Unless it's a meaningless game where we can maybe put him in Copa del Rey against a team that we know we're going to beat, and it's going to be an easy game on him. Sorry, but I'm just going to give you a 6 out of 10. Yeah? Militao, he was decent. Sometimes lost the ball. Sometimes slipped that. Let me just tell you something. Pitch was super slippery today as well. Like, I don't know who decided to sign up for Johnson Baby Oil sponsor on that one. But Getafe, I tell you what, if you want to look for sponsors, Johnson's Baby Oil, they're looking at your pitch right now because it's absolutely criminal. The amount of players that were slipping all over the place. Tchouameni was slipping, Mastantuono, crazy people. Crazy. But anyway, back to it. Militao, decent enough, 6 out of 10. Carreras, I tell you what, he was getting lost. First half, he was getting lost, pressed, and he didn't know what he was passing to. That was poor. Poor from him. 5 out of 10. Defense, Tchouameni, 6 out of 10. Camavinga, 6.5, making good driving runs, a few here and there. Bellingham, getting stuck in his feet a lot. 6 out of 10. Rodrigo, 5, 6 out of 10. Not too good. Mbappe got his goal. I would say I'll give him a 7 or 8 out of 10 just for the goal because he actually saved us today. Look, the keeper saved it as well, but he hit into the post. He got his goal. That's it simple. Yeah. Right-hand side, Mastantuono. Yeah, he was just lost, man. He was hooked off early. Yeah. Mastantuono, 6 out of 10. Arda Güler came on, 7 out of 10. Assist, 8 out of 10. What can I say? Xabi Alonso, stinker of a starting 11. A stinker of a starting 11, honestly. Stinker. No Arda Güler on the pitch. You are looking for trouble, especially against Getafe. Yeah? Guys, I'm going to give him 5, 6 out of 10. Maximum. Yeah? That's pretty much all I have to say. Guys, we move on to El Clasico. This week, the run-up of videos is going to be absolutely nuts, mate. I'm going to try and get Liga on to the channel for the first time so he can actually make his take on Barcelona. I'm going to bring on a few guests onto the channel to see about, obviously, El Clasico and what we're going to do with this match. Honestly, this is going to be an absolute classic of all Clásicos. Like I said before, it's either going to go two ways. Real Madrid are going to pump Barcelona or Barcelona are going to pump Real Madrid. I don't know. It's all in the open, guys. Take care, adios, and we'll see you on the next video, probably tomorrow, for the El Clasico. And for the El Clasico special of the Galacticos podcast on my channel, guys. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.